Okay, it actually looks like we got everybody on who had emailed us, so we're going to get started here. I just want to welcome you to the Girl Scouts of Central Indiana Volunteer Cookie Training for Service Unit Cookie Managers. Danielle's going to kick us off with a welcome. So Danielle, let me unmute you. And you are, we should be able to hear you. Can you hear, Danielle, can we hear you?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Awesome. We can. So let's, got you on. So here you go. Let's get started.
All right. Well, good morning. Oh, actually, I guess it's afternoon to everybody. I cannot say thank you enough for taking time out of your busy day to join us. I know you have lots of choices for what to do with your time. So I'm forever grateful that you make Girl Scouts a priority. And I know not only because of the role you're in joining us in this cookie call, that means you wear lots of Girl Scout hats. So for that, I want to say thank you and I want to say welcome. And I guess we can't have a meeting without saying 2020 has been something else. But I am certainly very hopeful that 2021 is going to kind of just be the next best thing that we have to look forward to. And our cookie program and the team and the incentives and the structure. And right now, frankly, the girl engagement in Girl Scouts is really good. I think we're finding that troops are meeting. They're finding in Girl Scouts that emotional and social outlet that might be missing from other places like school and clubs and sports. So we want to capture that momentum and roll it into cookie season. Because I'm sure Ashley has shared or will share, but what we know from our bakers and actually research done, the desire for comfort foods like cookies and desserts is at a high. So how can we take the love of Girl Scout cookies, the enthusiasm of our girls and our troop leaders, your enthusiasm and dedication, and really make 2021 an amazingly successful cookie season? I feel like this might be one of those success stories, come from behind, even when everything else is kind of getting us down. This would be a great way to do just this and have all of our girls feel like we did this, even though there were some challenges. So thank you for your time this morning and this afternoon. And again, hopefully I see lots of you in future cookie rallies or this weekend at Conner Prairie, at our cookie kickoff event or training event. So again, thanks for what you're doing, and thanks to my team here at Girl Scouts who have put together some great resources and training for you today. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.
Thank you, Danielle. All right, so let's get started. First, I want to introduce your product program team. So I'm here on your far left with the blue bunny ears. I'm Ashley Pash. I'm the director of product program. This will be my 9th cookie season, and I'm super excited that we're able to bring some new innovative things to keep us all safe and healthy and also still have fun. To my right with the deer ears, that's Elaine Gill. She's a product program manager. She focuses mostly on fall sale, all of the banking processes and cookie booths. To her right is Tashiana Avery. She's another product program manager who focuses on entrepreneurial programming. So when you think rewards or more than cookies, the big trips and the cookie office, Tashiana handles that. And then the last picture there on the far right is Kayla Cassidy. She's our product program manager devoted to logistics. So she handles cupboards, delivery, cookie inventory, and all of our training information and print materials. A little bit of housekeeping before we get going too far. We will have 2 points throughout the Zoom where you can raise your hand and we'll be able to unmute you to ask questions. We'll have 2 slides for that, one in the middle and one at the very end. Our goal time is 90 minutes. We clocked it under that a little bit yesterday, but just to make sure we have enough time to answer any questions you might have at the end of training, we have this slotted for 90 minutes. And we received feedback that some of you have yet to receive your training materials from the post office. We did mail those a week ago, so give them a little bit of time. However, we'll mail an extra Service Unit Cookie Manager manual with all your all of your girl materials, just to make sure you have that in hand at the end of the month. And if you check your email, you also have the virtual PDF versions of them Kayla sent out this morning, because we learned that USPS is taking a little longer this time around to get those things to you. Here's today's agenda. We have a lot to cover. Some of you had already completed the online portion of the training. So for Julia information and for Cookie Rookie program information, you'll want to get on GS Learn. But we are going to cover a ton of information today in hopes to have you fully prepared for the cookie program. First, I'd like to go over 2020 cookie program stats. This is always something nice to do each year. So let's cover those. So in 2020, we sold 2,654,151 packages, which was 4.7% up over 2019. So that's super exciting that despite getting hit there at the very end for the pandemic, that we were able to still exceed the 2019 total packages sold. Our per girl average went up to 201, which is 23 higher than 2019. We had 13,150 girls selling, 1,651 troops selling, and our Operation Cookie Drop was 66,300 packages. For credit cards, we had 1,099 troops participate in the new Vital Mobile credit card system. Our per girl average for credit cards is 251. So troops who are utilizing Vital Mobile as a credit card processing system actually see a larger per girl average sold. So that's good news. That's working and doing what we want it to do for our troops. In Digital Cookie, we were up 81% in packages sold on Digital Cookie. We were up 73% in total orders placed. And on Digital Cookie, our per girl average went up to 51, which was 16 higher than 2019. I've had a lot of questions about the council buyback stats, so we added those in here today. So at the very end of last cookie season, most of you are probably aware that we bought back any cookies that troops had left at the end of the season due to the pandemic and us having to cancel booths. We bought back 75,359 packages of cookies, which cost $376,795. We had 569 troops that participated in that, and they donated to over 600 plus locations that were all frontline workers. So that's super nice. We're super excited that we were able to partner with our troops and make that easier on our troops, but also benefit all of our frontline workers in the heat of the pandemic here in Indiana. We wanted to announce our top service unit of 2020 was Park Vermilion, so we'll be in contact with them. They had the most growth from year to year overall. So in girls selling and per girl average and total packages sold, so we're super proud of them. We'll reach out and be offering them a choice of their choice of a gift card to get something sweet to drink or sweet to eat. We have an update on the 2020 Reds tickets. We've also had a lot of questions about these. The 2020 Reds vouchers that were earned during the cookie season last spring. Obviously, the Reds were not able to have people in attendance to watch their games. They are making good on that. And in 2021, in May, when your little brownie rewards arrive, you'll also receive the Reds vouchers for those troops with a list of who should be receiving them. Now I'd like to turn it over to Ann Norgren. She's from Little Brownie. She's our new sales execution manager. We really enjoy having her on board, and we've learned a lot about eBuddy, even further than we realized. It's even better than we knew it was. So we're super excited to have Ann on board. Ann, you can take it over.
Thanks a lot, Ashley. I really appreciate it. I'm super excited to be here as part of the cookie program. I live in Cincinnati, so I'm not too far from Indiana, and excited to be part of the team. Next slide, please. So we're going to talk about our theme and our mascot. So when we talk about our 2021 theme, it is We've Got This. And this is a theme that we've been working on for about 18 months. So it's not something we thought up overnight, and it is quite appropriate for the season that we're getting ready to launch in 2021. So we're super excited about the theme of We've Got This, because we know that our volunteers have it, they've got it, and the girls definitely have got this. Next slide, please. We have a spirited mascot this season. I'd like to introduce you to Hope. She is our mascot for 2021. She has a removable flower crown and an adjustable or a reversible saddle blanket. So whether you're a Thin Mint girl or a Samoa girl, you have your choice. We did find through research that the girls really like to see our plush laying down. So you'll see her in a lot of photography with her laying down, but you'll also see her standing up, girl assisted. Some fun facts about our horse mascot. The first one being fillies are fearless, and we truly believe that our girls that participate in the program are fearless. Horses are go-getters right out of the gate, and they definitely have their eye on the prize. We have volunteer and rally resources because we don't want you to think that we have you in mind when it comes to rallies, and we know that rally time is big time fun. So if you have a copy of our rally resource manual, this is just an example of one of the great activities that we've developed for this year, and this is our paper doll chain. So the girls can talk about what they feel their strengths are. They can color their paper doll as their favorite cookie color, and then you have a paper doll chain so that you can see when you are all working together, we've got this. But we know that not all rallies will be in person. So in the eBuddy Help Center, we have virtual rally resources available at both the service unit and the troop level. So our virtual rally video that's available is 60 minutes long, and you can play it from beginning to end. However, we also have broken it into 6 separate learning modules, and in between each of the modules, there's an activity break. So if you're, as a service unit, not going to host a rally, but you want to host a virtual rally, the resources are there. If you're not going to host a virtual rally, let the troops know what's available in the eBuddy Help Center so that they can have troop meeting content when their meetings move to Zoom, or if their meetings move to Zoom. We do have a virtual cookie rally guide, as well as Zoom backgrounds for your volunteers. We have 2 cookie backgrounds for every variety, as well as some mascot backgrounds as well. The council wanted me to share their rally information. So November 16th, you'll receive an email from Tashiana with the order form link. And it's a double knot order form. Email will include pictures of the reward items that are available for purchase. Payment will only be accepted through double knot. The order is due November 30th. And only prepackaged food is allowed to be served at the rallies. So just keep that in mind. And if you have any questions, you can reach Tashiana at the email that's listed below. Our cookie booth resources. We know that everybody's going to need to think a little bit outside the box for virtual cookie booths. So we do have a virtual cookie booth guide available at littlebrowniebakers.com/volunteers. And you may be asking, what is a virtual cookie booth? Well, a virtual cookie booth can be hosted on social media, and it gives girls a way to achieve their sales goals and help others in their community from home. Girls may find that this allows them to discover new ways to take a lead in their cookie program. The guide has 7 different steps to help direct the girls and the troops on how to host a virtual cookie booth. And a lot of it is driven with social media. So we're hoping that you'll take a minute and take a look at these resources and see what's best for your troop. We do have lots of resources for during the booth time frame. We have a menu board that you can post at your booth with pricing. We also have table tents that you can print, and in the bottom right hand corner of this slide, the circle cookies, those are socially distant signs. So it's a good way to keep people socially distant if you just put them on the ground and at your booth location. Then we also have resources for drive-through cookie booths. I live in a neighborhood with a pool, and every year a troop from our neighborhood will be at the pool and they do a drive-through. So we have some great directional signs that will help keep people going in the right direction. We also have banners available, artwork for banners, I take that back, artwork for banners, artwork for window cling or magnets, or artwork for car magnets. All of those Vistaprint can print for you. You have permission to use them because they are available on our in the eBuddy Help Center. We also have thank you reorder slips. So this is a great way, whether you're at a booth sale or you're delivering door to door, that when the consumer runs out of cookies, they have an easy way to find you and to reorder cookies. Every year, eBuddy enhances to meet the changing times and the changing needs of our volunteers. So this year we have a couple new things for you to try to stay contactless during those different processes. So we have a eBuddy cupboard pickup that is contactless, and I'm sorry, it helps keep volunteers. It helps keep the troop volunteers away, kind of contactless from the cupboard managers. It's a booth, it's like a scheduling. So, you know, when you schedule your delivery and you have to pick a date and a time, well, that's the new feature of the cupboard pickup part, is you have to pick a date and the specific time. We also have our eBuddy mobile. We've expanded the cupboard user role in eBuddy, in the eBuddy app. So we used to have Cupboard Keeper and the eBuddy app. Now everything is just in eBuddy. And we know that you're on the go and that you're not always in front of your computer. So anything you can do in eBuddy on a computer, you can do on the app. And the app is available now in the app wherever you buy your apps. And if you had it last year, it is available this year. It's already been updated for you if you've already had it on your phone. So your cookies for 2021 is the same lineup for 2020 as it is in 2021. The Lemon Ups performed very well for us, and we're super excited to have those back, along with the Samoas, Tagalongs, Do-si-dos, which I'm still a firm believer you can have Do-si-dos for breakfast since they have oatmeal and peanut butter in them. Trefoils, our Thin Mints are vegan and have been for a number of years. Our Girl Scout s'mores, as well as our Toffee-tastic, which that particular product continues to grow every single year for us. Just to start off with this slide, nothing has changed in our manufacturing process or our ingredients. It is all packaged foods in the United States are required to identify the presence of allergens within their facilities. So in response, we've added a precautionary allergen disclosure statement onto all of our labels. We want consumers to know if it is a shared facility and for us, it's peanuts, tree nuts, and eggs. You can see on the right-hand side of the screen, we don't use eggs in any of our cookies. However, in the bakeries where we bake our cookies, there are eggs in other products. So we just have to have this precautionary allergen statement on our packaging. We also have an added one on Toffee-tastic because that is baked in a facility with wheat. However, Toffee-tastic is certified gluten-free. Every batch that goes through the bakery is certified by an outside agency that it is gluten-free, and we do have a specific mixer that is a gluten-free mixer. So when we're mixing the ingredients together, no wheat is ever used in that particular mixer. We know how important social media is, so I invite you to visit us on our Samoa's Facebook page. We also have a brand new Little Brownie Baker community on Facebook. We're on Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube, so there's a lot of great resources in all of these places regarding the cookie program. Volunteers, we've got you. We know that you're the backbone of the cookie program with the girls and the council. So we do have volunteer resources available for you at littlebrowniebaker.com/volunteers. And then we also have resources within the eBuddy Help Center in the We've Got This toolkit. So I invite you to visit us in both of those locations.
Thanks, Anne. Here is a moment to pause and ask any questions that you might have, either by putting them in the chat box or by raising your hand, that you have about Little Brownie resources or about the 2020 data. I don't see any hands or anything in the chat, so we're gonna keep moving. Let's move into council information. Oh, now I have one in the chat. I have seen a couple places refer to Ideal Cookie website. I do not have access. That was from Kathleen. And correct me, Ideal Cookie Sale is for council access, and all the resources that are for volunteers are on the Little Brownie website, correct?
That is correct. They are on the Little Brownie website, and we are adding additional resources to the eBuddy Help Center in the We've Got This toolkit.
Okay, and then I do have Allison asked, is GSCI asking us to do virtual rally versus a regular rally? We are not. We're just asking that you don't serve any food that is not prepackaged, and that you're following all safety, all local and state safety, COVID safety act. I am losing my words. I'm so apologize. COVID rulings, and that you're checking our website, and we'll go over that kind of toward the end, all the COVID safety information. Sandra asked, are the virtual booth resources available only in eBuddy or also on the Little Brownie website? Anne, can you answer that one?
They're in both places. The Little Brownie website has a lot of brand new resources that were posted last week. So you can get it in either place.
Thank you. And then looks like I have two more. Let's see, one more. Since the cookies are prepackaged, will we still be able to split them up if we host an in-person rally? So Jackie, no, you would have to either give troops packages. Because you can't open up the package and serve the cookie unpackaged. This year's, and Stephanie, this year the prices are $5, just like last year. That might have been an image, just an image difference with the Little Brownie imagery.
Oh, I apologize. I didn't realize that I had any prices listed anywhere.
And then Anne, Michelle would like to know if there are any plans for a sugar-free cookie in the future.
No, I'm sorry to say that they're not. The research we've done for Girl Scout cookies is that consumers want those really indulgent, not necessarily chocolate, but really indulgent cookies. We've had sugar-free in the past, and they come in about less than 1% of most council sales. And we've just made the decision at this point that for health purposes, we're offering the gluten-free. However, we're not going to do a sugar-free.
Thanks, Anne. All right, so let's move on to council information. Here are important dates. Now, I will forewarn you, we go to print on September 1 on October 1 for some things. The resources that you have for the Quick Bites and the Service Unit Cookie Manual do not have the correct digital cookie dates. However, when your troops receive their Quick Bites, the correct digital cookie dates will be there. So training for troops opens on GS Learn on December 7th, which is when GS Learn will be back live after the revamp of the volunteer services platform. Digital cookie will begin on December 21st. So we've had a lot of questions over the years. Several years ago, girls got to sell over the holiday break. This year, especially with needing to have girls be able to have that digital platform longer and more often for safety and health, we are opening that up before the holidays so that as girls are talking to family at the holidays, they can utilize that to take orders. On January 15th, the troop initial order will be due. So then your service unit order is due on January 17th. We're running delivery February 2nd through 7th. All cupboards are going back to opening on one day, so we're super excited about that, and they open on February 10th. On February 12th, hotspots begin, and they'll run through March 14th. The program will wrap up on March 15th, and then rewards will arrive to you in mid-May. So let's cover, this is kind of chronological, so I'm going to try and take you through the calendar. Troop material shipments. On November 30th, our third-party vendor printing partners will do a Troop Quick Bites mailing. So just the Quick Bites will go out to troops so they're not bombarded with all the girl materials until it's time. They're going to be mailed to any Troop Cookie manager who is rostered as of November 11th. And then you as a service unit will be mailed extras so that as you have new troops come on, then you'll have those materials for them. On January 4th, so right after the holiday break, printing partners again will mail all the girl materials. So because the order card, so Digital Cookie opens on the 21st of December, the order card does not go live until February 1 when we start our deliveries. So all girl materials will ship on January 4th, so troops aren't bombarded with that before the holidays. And then they can hold their girl and parent meetings and get going throughout January to be prepared for all their in-person activities that require that troop support. And then you as a service unit, again, will be mailed extras to cover any needs that your troops have. So troop training and GS Learn, there will be 2 tracks for them to pick from. The Cookie Rookie track, which if you've already done your GS Learn training, you've heard about that, but we are creating a Cookie Rookie program. Cookie Rookies will receive a special Cookie Rookie manual, and then you as the service and cookie manager are being shipped some goodies to give them once they've completed a training with you, so they can have that like more in-depth training. But they have a Cookie Rookie track, which is a little more in-depth, and then an experienced troop track, which is more what's new. It'll be assigned to all users in GS Learn, which means anyone who's in GS Learn can access that. So they'll have to look for it on their dashboard. But we wanted to make sure that both troop leaders and troop cookie managers could access that. And then if you have troop leaders who say, I don't have access yet to GS Learn, have them call customer care at 317-924-6800, and they can help get that all taken care of. Digital Cookie, so as I mentioned not long ago, it is going to open on December 21st. So that is a parent and girl driven piece. Your troop leaders don't need to be worried or stressed about that piece. They can just let their parents know it's coming. We're going to communicate to every registered girl with a postcard earlier in December to let her know that that's coming and to watch for that information. But it will open on December 21st. We're also super excited that after the pandemic hit, a lot of innovation started happening at GSUSA and at Little Brownie. Every troop will be assigned a troop link so that they can utilize that for their virtual booths and then split the cookies up later to their selling girls. We're also going to be introducing a feature where on our website, before hotspots begin, there will be a Google map, and any troop who wants to opt in and have their troop link for Digital Cookie out there can sign up, and we'll send more information to you and the troops in early December about how to sign up for that, how to make their troop link appear on our website. That will go live on the 21st of December, but it'll be a rolling, troops can always add their information to it at any point throughout the program. But what would happen is a customer looking for cookies would be on our website looking for cookies. They would see this map. They could look and see what troops are in their area, pick one and order either shipped or donated cookies. There are not girl deliver cookies as part of the troop link. And then last year, for those of you who were around last year, you'll know that there was a national cookie link that councils could create a digital cookie page to help offset the the pandemic woes, and that goes live this year on February 19th as part of the National Girl Scout Cookie Weekend rollout. Those sales will be split evenly amongst all selling troops. So we're going to put that out there. We don't want it to compete with, girls or hotspot booths or non-hotspot booths, but we do know that we still will have a customer base that might be staying home for health and safety, and they just aren't going to be out to see girls selling out and about in public. And this will be a way for them to still get their favorite Girl Scout treats, and then we'll just split that evenly amongst every selling troop so that everyone shares in the credit for that. So here are your digital cookie dates. On December 7th, volunteer access will open. So once a troop does their mandatory training online, they'll get access to eBuddy, which puts them into digital cookie. On December 14th, parents and girls will receive access. Their emails will be sent to the email that they're registered under. So one thing that you can be talking about this month with your troops is ensuring that all of their girls' parent emails are the correct email and not a junk email they don't want that going to. On December 21st, digital cookie will go live, so girls can start taking girl delivered, shipped, or donated orders right off the bat. And then on January 15th, digital cookie rewards are due. So we're treating this phase as a digital phase, and all rewards for digital cookie will be earned in those first 3 weeks of that platform being open. So here are the rewards. They'll be due on January 15th at 11:59 p.m. So we'll go over initial order next, but this is later than when their initial order is due as a troop to give them time to get every piece of that done. For 25 emails, a girl can earn this cute cookie techie patch with Hope the horse on it. At 60 packages sold, she can earn the Mint to Achieve bag. And at 120 packages, she can earn this cute glow-in-the-dark canteen. And this is a really nice canteen. You can't tell in the picture, but it's a bigger canteen. It holds quite a bit of water, and then it glows in the dark, which I think is super cute as an adult. I know that the girls that we did get to talk to virtually thought it was really super cute, and so we're super excited about that piece. And then all of these things this year have these nice little spots where you can put your name. They have tags. Little Brownie knows that a lot of girls end up mixing up their bandanas or their bags, water bottles, and so now they have this cute tag feature where they can put their name on them and Sharpie marker, so there's no confusion about whose item is whose. So for initial order and delivery, this is due January 15th at 9 p.m. It should be ordered in packages. All digital cookie sales will count toward this order. So we're excited to be able to do that as well, because last year digital cookie wasn't open very long. We know that ordering your initial order in a direct sale, especially in a pandemic, might be a little more stressful. So we wanted to make sure with digital cookie open for 3 weeks, those will all count. And then digital cookie girl delivered packages, those are going to appear on the initial order tab, but all of her other digital cookie orders will appear on the girl orders tab. So when a troop goes in to order their initial order, they will see under each girl her girl delivered tallies, and then they will order their cookies either under extras or booths. Their mandatory training covers all of that for them, which lines to order those on, how to estimate that order. But our hotlines will stay open until 9 p.m. that night between customer care and the cookie team, so that we can help with any hiccups or questions they might have. We've brought the initial order tool back this year. So last year it was an Excel file. This year we've moved to Google Sheet so that it's accessible to everyone. There are 2 different sheet options, one that are for new troops and one for returning troops. So these will go live on December 7th on our website, so they can pick the correct one. And as part of their mandatory training, there is a tutorial on how to utilize the how to utilize the initial order tool. The way that troops can earn their initial order reward, which is right here to your right, is a reusable straw with a bag and a cleaner. So they can hook that to anything they want. They can put their name on it. That straw folds up and goes inside along with the straw cleaner, so they have that with them anywhere they need to be able to wash their straw, use their straw. Super on brand for being environmentally friendly and being Girl Scouts, so we're super excited about that. The way that troops can earn this initial order reward is that if new troops order 50% of their anticipated sale, so the initial order tool allows them to put in how many girls they have selling, what service unit they're in, and what age level they are. And then it anticipates their sales. If they order 50% of that, then they can earn one of these straws per selling girl and 2 adults. If they're a returning troop, they put in last year's data. It shows them all their 2020 stats. They put in how many girls they'll have selling in 2021, and then it estimates their overall sale. If they order 60% of that in the initial order, they can earn 1 reusable straw per selling girl and 2 of the troop adults. They will. Oh, yes, and then there will be a WooFoo form link on the initial order tool. So what will happen is, because this cannot be fed into eBuddy because it's based on anticipated sales, they'll fill out that WooFoo form, let us know how many girls they have selling, how many packages they ordered, and then we'll ship these with the digital cookie rewards. Little Brownie will ship these with the digital cookie rewards in mid-February to you, so that the girls will get all their digital cookie rewards. And if they earn the initial order reward before, like right around when hotspots start. So that's a really good, like, just-in-time kind of reward. And then last year we did have some confusion around this. This is not a mandatory reward. While we would love if everybody was able and confident to put that order in, we know that not everybody is. A lot of new troops are not going to feel confident in that, and that's okay. But there are a lot of perks to an ordering initial order, and that is that you get your cookies and you have an extra weekend for non-hotspots. The truck guys will load your car for you, as opposed to having to come in a cupboard and lug them out yourself. But please, please, please make sure we're not making our troops feel like this is a mandatory reward. Last year, there were some areas that called in tears thinking they had to order enough cookies to earn this, and this is not, just like any other reward, it is a reward. So delivery updates. Masks will be required. We will be sanitizing all pens being used to sign for cookies. And we will have hand sanitizer available when you check in and right when you leave. We're asking that troops bring 2 adults to pick up cookies this year. This isn't so much due to health and safety with the pandemic, but more timing. We tend to end up with cars holding up lines as they're trying to maneuver things and stand out and count and then move their car forward. So this year we're asking for 2 adults, 1 to remain in the driver's seat and 1 to count. If for any reason a troop cannot bring 2 adults, they will remain in the driver's seat. We will have a counter, which is either a plain staff member or a council volunteer who counts for them. And then every troop will have 24 hours to report any overs or shorts from their delivery station. Here is the delivery calendar. So Wednesday through Sunday have stayed the same. However, we are testing with Clinton County this year a service unit drop. Clinton County notoriously has quite a few large orders, and they're driving about an hour. And I know some other people are driving about an hour, so we're testing this. We wanted to see how this would work. Clinton County, we have a really good working relationship with Becky, so we're super excited to test out Tuesday as a service unit drop. If that goes well, next year you'll see more service unit drops roll out so that we can be getting cookies even closer to where people can drive and pick them up more easily. But the rest of the calendar remains the same. For cupboards, all volunteer and council cupboards, masks will be required. We'll be sanitizing all pens, iPads, smart devices, everything that somebody might be touching to sign cookies out will be sanitized between every person that's coming into that cupboard. Hand sanitizer will be supplied at every cupboard. And as Ann talked, there's a new scheduling feature in eBuddy that will allow troops to schedule their time, which means we won't have several troops showing up at the same time. Not everybody can pick 10 a.m. It'll stagger troops so that we can help with social distancing, safety, and cleanliness. This will be a new process for all of our cupboards, so just be patient and give them a little bit of grace that first week as they work through how quickly they can get cookies out, and as we are changing that number of cases that make the most sense. The cookie office at Indy West will be going to curbside pickup only. So that's the cookie office here at the Indianapolis LLC. It'll be curbside pickup only, so we're going to treat it kind of like a Kroger pickup or a Walmart pickup, where you'll pull up. There'll be 8 sites, 8 locations, 8 parking spots. I'm losing my words again. I apologize. 8 parking spots. You'll text a number, let them know your troop number and what site you're at, and then somebody will bring your cookies out to you and help you load them. You will still have masks required. Hand sanitizer will be on each cart, and then all the pens, iPads, and carts will be sanitized between use of each troop. We're moving to this because we still have a ton of staff working in the Indy office, and just to cut down on the spread of germs between volunteers and staff and handling every little piece of the cupboard, we want to make sure we're keeping safe. So we're going to test this out this year and hope that we can go back to inviting everyone in the office in 2022. Cookie costumes. So cookie costumes are going away. One reason this year is that we were going to have to pause on them due to the pandemic this year, but we also aren't going to be able to source cookie costumes after this. So we are going to raffle off all the cookie costumes that are still in good shape to our service units. So watch for information in December to come to you as a service unit cookie manager for an opportunity to win one of our gently used cookie costumes. Booth updates. So booths will obviously look a little different due to COVID. We're going to be asking that everyone's following the safety guidelines that we talk about toward the end of our training. But the following hotspots have been dropped as hotspots for 2021. So the Walmart National Agreement that covers Walmart, Walmart Neighborhood Market, and Sam's Clubs, they have asked National, GSUSA, to not allow councils to contact them. So we, as a council, cannot contact them. Thus, we have taken them off the hotspot list. We will not be policing if troops are contacting them. The one caveat to that is if troops do contact them for non-hotspots, we cannot approve them for the booth locator because that is a GSUSA booth locator. So we at council are not contacting Walmart, Walmart Neighborhood Markets, or Sam's Club. We also are not contacting Dunkin' Donuts. That's another GSUSA contact. It's another GSUSA contract. And Dunkin' Donuts currently has no current plan to reopen the insides of their stores, and for safety reasons they do not want girls out at their drive-thrus, so they have paused their national agreement for 2021. However, we're super excited because there is a new GNC partnership at the national level, so we're going to be able to be in on all of our GNC locations. The only 2 that we are not going to be at are the mall, Tippecanoe Mall, and College Mall, because they are right across from the kiosk. However, at Castleton Square Mall and at Greenwood Park Mall, they are down the hall or around the corner. So when a troop signs up for the mall booth, the note on the mall booth will say they're signing up for both the mall booth and the GNC. We don't want 2 troops in there competing with the same market share, but we did want to give them an opportunity to go ahead and have 2 booths in 2 different areas of the mall at the same time. And then we're working on several other ideas. There's some things coming from GSUSA. There's some things we're working on locally that have not fully come to fruition, but as we get other booth opportunities, we'll be announcing those. And then, of course, going through the virtual booths, all that booth material that Little Brownie has available to troops, that's going to be really important for troops that want to get a little extra boost by utilizing their networking to hold those booths. All right, we have a few new or changed reward levels. So we're super excited that we were able to rearrange the reward structure and focus a lot more on those lower levels where the bulk of our girls are selling to. So at 60 packages, the bandana got moved down to 60 packages, and then we rearranged the 125 level. We put 2 new levels in there between what was 75 and 180. So we now have 110 packages, 150 packages, and then 190 packages, and then it goes to 225 from there and keeps moving up normally. But we were super excited to bring those to, these levels to girls that are that are at levels that are more attainable than our really high levels. So you will see that the 3,000 level has gone away in order to help focus here. I see some questions in the chat that I will get to in just a moment. Let me finish this, or well, actually, let's pause here for the chat before we go to bonus information. So Jackie Snyder said, does digital cookie will close after January 15th? I apologize. Digital cookie will not close. However, that will be when you earn digital cookie rewards. We have a few things up our sleeves that we'll announce as special runoff rewards week by week, possibly. However, the traditional digital cookie rewards can be earned between December 21st and January 15th. And then after that, digital cookie will stay open, but there will be different things that we might utilize to entice girls to use that platform. Many troops are down in size due to COVID. Will they be expected initial order to be adjusted for returning troops to compensate? So the way that the initial order tool works is you see your 2020 data, and then if your number went down in selling girls, you're going to put that number selling this year in, and it does adjust your sale down. So it will say, oh, you sold at 150 per girl average last year at 15 girls, but now you only have 10. So then it's going to adjust that sale down. Does delivery start the same week as cupboards open? No. So delivery is February 2nd through 7th, and then cupboards open February 10th. Are we able to ask our local Walmarts and Sam's Clubs or not? Do we have a form? So the national agreement says that we, as a council, cannot ask Walmart, Sam's Club, or Walmart Neighborhood Market. So there is no form. We are not policing if troops do ask their Walmart Neighborhood Markets, or Sam's Clubs. So if they set them up as non-hotspots, that's fine. We just cannot be involved in that process in any way. We will be able to sell at Kroger. We are still working with Kroger. We will be able to sell at Kroger. We're just not sure how that will look quite yet. We're still working with them on what that looks like and what we have, how that safety will work. So if we have more information on that, we'll let you know. Oh, Beth, I'm glad that you got to use Jenny's. Thank you. For the sock rewards, will they be able to choose a size? So, Anne, can you answer the sizing on the socks? Oh, she might not. I don't remember the sizing on the socks. We'll come back to that one. And then Stephanie, when Digital Cookie opens in December, yes, they can order girl delivered. They'll just be prompted to know that girls will not receive them until that first week of February. So when they pick girl delivered, it'll let them know they're going to have to wait until cookies are in hand and give them that week that cookies are in hand date so that they're aware it will take that long. Oh, Anne is muted again. Oops, let me unmute you. All right, I think we can hear you now, Anne. Maybe. Zoom clearly isn't my expertise here. Are you there, Anne? I see her unmuted, but I don't hear her. Vesper, I see your hand up, so let's answer your question while we're working on that.
Okay, I have a couple. So the December 7th, is it up to us to let our troops know that, or are you going to send out as a council to our troops about that December 7th date?
So when they get their quick bites, one of the getting started and the first thing on their calendar tells them that the online eBuddy is opened, and then we will work on emailing out of Salesforce to let them know, because I can make that note to send out a council-wide Troop Cookie Manager email.
And then the other question I had is for cookie pickup, if a troop normally takes 2 cars, would they want to try to get 4 adults?
No, 3 would be okay. We just need them to bring a counter to help keep the line moving. We have a few spots that get like an hour behind based solely on the like maneuvering of a car for too many troops.
Okay. I think that's all I have for this part.
Awesome, thank you. And Anne's having, let's see, we're trying to unmute her again. Are you
Can
there,
you hear me
Anne?
now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so sock
Okay, good.
sizing.
Yes, we have 2 sock sizes. We have a youth size and a teen size. And what we're recommending is that the youth size be for daisies and brownies, and that the teen size be for juniors and above.
Thanks, Anne. Okay, so let's get into bonus information. So as always, you have a service unit bonus option. That option has not changed. So tomorrow when we upload the recording of this to GS Learn, we'll also be uploading your bonus sheet so that you can see your goals. So if you exceed 2020 by 1 package, you'll earn a half a penny per package. If you exceed 2020 by 5%, you'll earn a whole penny per package. There is a place on your service unit cookie manager manual to write your goal in so you have that handy and don't need to carry the goal sheet around. And then the ways to challenge your service unit to meet their goal would be to offer free or discounted costs to a popular service unit event, throw an end of year bash, or offer special rewards if the service unit hits their goal. Let's go over the troop bonus. I know this has been talked about in the last few service team meetings, but I just wanted to go over it. And then we have Kristen Tomlinson from the Fund Development Department on the line in case we have any questions about this. So the cookie bonus this year is tied to both fund development and membership. For fund development, they have the Girl Scout Giving Garden, which is where they're asking families to consider donating $2 or more to the council on behalf of their daughter. Any service unit who hits their goal, each service unit's goal is based on 75% of their last year membership. And if you hit your goal by December 31st, every troop will earn the extra 2 cents per package. So those will be uploaded in January so that the entire program troops are seeing how much their proceeds will definitely be. If you got your mailing or if you look at what Kayla sent you today, there is a PDF version of the printout of like the beautiful, pretty printout, and the fund development goal, the Girl Scout Giving Garden goal is the green column. So for membership, if you hit your membership goal at 90% of your 2021 membership goal as a service unit, every troop in your service unit will receive 3 cents per package. So while these are service unit goals so that everyone works together, they are proceeds that will go to the troop. I see that we have a question. Let me unmute Kristen real quick and then we can answer. All right, Kristen, let me know. I think you're unmuted now.
Hey everyone, can you hear me?
Hey. So Stephanie asked, where do the Girl Scout Giving Garden donations go toward? Like, what is the council using them for?
Yeah, Stephanie, that's a great question. So 100% of the proceeds that are given to the Giving Garden campaign actually go to support membership scholarships. So the idea is that any girl who aspires to be a Girl Scout should be given that opportunity regardless of her ability to pay. So 100% of that is going to membership scholarships.
Thanks, Kristen. Here's a moment that I do want to pause. Does anybody have any other questions about the troop cookie bonus? I see Vesper put her hand up. Vesper, I'm trying to unmute you. Can you hear us?
Can you hear me? So is there where I can go and see where our total is? So I don't want to be I don't want to be $5 away.
Oh, that's a good question. Kristen, yes. Is there somewhere that we're tracking those totals for the Giving Garden?
Yeah, we are. We are actually sending out weekly updates to all service units. So they will have real-time numbers. especially since we're, oh, hi. I also, yep, hi. I have a
Little
future,
helper is helping today.
I have a future Daisy who's very excited to talk. Yeah, that will be tracked per service unit, and they'll be getting, like I said, weekly updates. The Giving Garden officially launched today, but service units had a sneak preview a couple of weeks ago during their service unit meeting. So we have had some donations actually already coming in, which is great. But like I said, starting next week, service units will be getting weekly updates with
Will
regards
that go to the service unit manager's email?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Awesome. Vesper, was that all? Before I don't want to mute
Yes.
you. Okay, thanks. Jackie asked, how much is the base proceeds? The base proceeds this year are still 75 cents, like the past couple of years. And then Cadet Senior and Ambassadors have always been able to opt out for the extra 10 cents. We added juniors to that this year, knowing that more and more juniors are looking to travel long-term. And so anybody junior or older will be able to opt out for the extra 10 cents per package. Do we have any other questions about service unit goal or the troop bonus? All right, I think that's it. So then we're gonna keep moving. So council communications, in early December, my team will begin sending service unit cookie manager emails. So you'll start getting those from us. Each email, we promise to have info to help you support your cookie rookies. Info to share with your troops, and then also we're going to add a did you know section. So that might be some info on GSUSA data about what troops need or want from the cookie program, what girls are getting from the cookie program, a behind the scenes look at how we plan a piece of the program, just something fun for a little did you know, like inside scoop type piece of that email. We still have the product program managers Facebook group for all service unit product program managers. We cleaned that up yesterday to make sure that only fall and cookie program managers were on there. So if you are one of those people and you're not on that page yet and you want to be, it is a group under the GSCI Facebook page. So just go request access and we'll look at that and get you approved. And then on January 11th, our Monday eBuddy newsletters will begin. So last year we sent Monday newsletters on the regular every Monday out of eBuddy so that all users were getting them. So those will begin on January 11th to prepare people for their initial order. So what are the next steps? In late November, you're gonna receive all your training goodies. So we have a t-shirt for you, a couple hair scrunchies, a mask that's all Girl Scout cookie themed. So we're gonna provide those to you. Those will also have all your cookie rookie mailing information. So the cookie rookies have a few goodies that are coming to you to give to them. So if you haven't taken your cookie rookie training on GS Learn yet, make sure you get on there so you understand that. And then in early December, you'll wanna identify your cookie rookies and host a training. And then you'll start getting information from us about what your next steps are. So in December, we want to be really calm and not put too much pressure on our troop leaders. We really want the digital cookie rollout to feel like a parent-driven piece so that our troop leaders are not having 4 or 5 months of the year sucked up by cookies for them. GSUSA stats show that was 2 years ago, that was the #1 reason our new troop leaders quit. This year it was a 3rd reason. So our goal is to get ourselves off the top 3 list as we simplify the program and just try to take some pressure off of those people's plates, especially in a year that's already been really weird. So our COVID-19 update. Please ensure that as you're talking to your troops and as you're hosting any in-person or virtual trainings, that you're reminding them to follow all local and state safety guidelines. Our COVID-19 information page is being updated every time there's an update. I mean, it's updated on the regular. They should be watching that throughout the entire season to make sure nothing has changed. Of course, if anything large changes, we'll communicate that out to everyone. And then we have a few fall product service unit awards to give away before we completely wrap up and take any last questions. So during fall sale, we offered 2 rewards, one for the most per girl average growth and one for the most growth in girls selling. So each of those service units will receive, on top of their free cookie rally, kit, they'll receive 3 free cases of cookies, they can buy 3 items for giveaway for girls, and we'll pay for all of their patches. So we're super excited to announce that West Indy had the most growth in per girl average, and that Shelby County had the most growth in girl participation. So Elaine will be reaching out to both of those service unit fall product managers to get the right mailing information so we can make sure we get that. And then they also both got new cookie costumes that they can use within their service unit for different events. All right, so that concludes our training. I know we covered a lot of questions before that little wrap up, but if there are any other questions, we'll stay on the line for like 10 more minutes, but you guys get quite a bit of time back in your day. So for those of you that don't have questions and are ready to go, feel free to go. We'll be uploading the recording from today, tomorrow to GS Learn to the Service Unit Cookie Manager track. So either raise your hand or pop it in the chat box and we can cover any questions, but thank you, thank you, thank you. Rally orders will be due on November 30th. So Tashiana will send that information next Monday. You'll have 2 weeks to get that done. Thanks for that question, Sandra. Sandra Jones, I think you should be unmuted.
Yeah, what did you say was coming at the end of November? You said that really fast.
Oh, sorry, I know sometimes I talk too quick. To the troop cookie managers, they're going to get their troop quick bites so that they have their starting information that they need. And then that gets mailed on November 30th from Printing Partners, and then their training opens up on December 7th. You as a service unit cookie manager will get excess of those quick bites and all your Cookie Rookie materials.
Okay.
And then,
how many Cookie Rookie material stuff will we get? Are you guys looking into eBuddy or into
So customer care provided us a list of new troops, and so we'll give you enough to cover those, and then we'll pad. So everybody will get at least 1, and we can always ship you more. But let's say you have 5 new troops, you'll get 6. And it's going to be, if you haven't sat in on that training yet, it's going to be, they get their own tote bag. They get a 7-pack of cookies to sample with their girls. Right now they can't do that at troop meetings, but if they wanted, they can hold those off at some point. And they get a Cookie Rookie manual, and all the girls get a Cookie Rookie patch.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Krista, we're a direct sale, so paper order cards don't go live until delivery. We chose that based off of the troop surveys at the end of last cookie season. A lot of troop leaders who don't mess with digital cookie want everything to start at the same time. So February 1st, the order card goes live if people want to start taking that to work. However, they could be sending their digital cookie link out, and we know that's going to be more beneficial in a year where a lot of parents probably aren't still working at the office. So there is no initial order card phase technically. That's just a supplemental piece to the program as a direct sale at this point. All right. I don't seem to have any other questions, but I will stick around just in case. But thank you for attending today. Oh, I had one pop up. When will the Cookie Pro and Cookie Rookie trainings be live? So all the trainings go live for troops on December 7th when GS Learn opens back up so they're doing the reboot of the volunteer services platform in Salesforce. And on November 18th to December 7th, that'll be down. So when it opens back up on December 7th, those trainings will be live. Ooh, I have something in the chat box, but my computer's being finicky. Abby, that's good to know about the February 5th start date. I will talk with them, just make sure that's clear. And then yes, the only thing changing from last year really is the additional time on digital cookie. And then yes, Beth, if you want to go through the troop trainings, absolutely, you can do that. We'll be sending out, like we did last year, as part of their Monday newsletter, like here. So they have mandatory trainings to get into eBuddy. You guys will not need to do mandatory trainings for eBuddy. We'll be putting you in eBuddy at the beginning of December when eBuddy's fully ready to go. And then, so all the girls and troops are going in right before Thanksgiving. We'll put you in when we get back from Thanksgiving. And then troops will have a mandatory portion. And this year, we're going to make them do a little bit more mandatory work just to make sure they understand all the COVID safety, those kind of things. COVID safety, the changes to cupboard ordering, those things that change on safety. But you are more than welcome to do them. And then there will be supplementary ones that, just like last year, every Monday when we said, here's the training for the week, on January 11th, that training for the week is gonna be the initial order training. Here's your training for the week. Your initial order is due on Friday. And that initial order training is in depth. It goes over how to use the initial order tool, and then how to place that initial order and their delivery and their rewards in eBuddy. So it's a very in-depth training for them if they're not familiar with those pieces. Sandra asked, if someone attends a service unit cookie training, they still have to do the GS Learn version. Yes, just like the last 3 years, in order to have eBuddy access, you have to do the mandatory online training. That comes from the fact that we have learned that while we love that you guys hold trainings, that's really useful for a lot of troops. Sometimes they don't make it to your trainings, or sometimes it's just information that might have accidentally gotten missed or misconstrued. Last year, it was the initial order reward. We had several service units like having troops call us in tears because they were hearing either from the service unit level or from a staff level, just, people were just misconstruing that initial order reward. And so it was a really good example of things that we want to clarify and contain the message and make sure that they're getting the exact items correctly from the council. So they still will be required to do the mandatory online training. All right, so for those of you that need to sign off, thank you so much. For those who still have questions, I'll stick around, but let's use this year to inspire girls to grow and work as a team. Thank you. Hey, Kathleen. Thanks, Beth. You too. Kathleen, look for product program managers. That's the name of the Facebook group. But I will make a note to go find you on Facebook and invite you if you don't find it in the next couple of minutes. Thanks, Sandra. Have a good day. I have hand raised. Krista, I think you should be unmuted now.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I just wanted to clarify because I know like when we get the order forms like a month early, it's like a matter of honor not to sell them at work before that.
Oh yeah, like the Girl Scout honor piece.
So with it feels like the sale is starting in December.
So the digital cookie piece is